So welcome back, everyone, to Collecting for Glory, Hope, and Healing. My spirits, and I am here and awake, which seems to be most of the case for most of the way things are going. But we are coming up here with another run shortly, and yeah, I hope everyone is doing well out there, because we are questing for glory, hope, and healing. We're here supporting NAMI this year, the National Alliance on Mental Illness, and we really love your support, and we really love this charity, and we are proud to be putting on this event. And if you are enjoying this event, get out there on Twitter and social media and get those hashtags out there. We want to spread the love and the word everywhere. If you're on Twitter, you can do the hashtag for the event at hashtag QFGHH, or if you want to pass this over to our runner, lisarox.
From California. My name is lisarox, and this is Super Neptunia RPG. We do have a rolling bid war for voice language. Do we have either language that's ahead? Like, should I start with English?
I am checking that right now.
Okay.
Okay, as of now, English is ahead with $6 over Japanese with $5.
Alrighty. Well then, let's get started. Okay, countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, Purple Heart finds herself in some weird world with some shadow that's sassing her. So her and her fellow goddesses are going to take her down. It's like an intro to the battle system. It's pretty much just smashing buttons. Then Neptune wakes up, lost her memory. Some dude's like trying to get taxes from her in the form of 2D cartridges, and she's like, "What year is this? 3D games, yo? 3D games are illegal in this world." So they decide to hire her. So she's working for a organization known as Bombix Mori, and they're looking to eliminate all 3D games and have 2D games rule the world. So we're just gonna skip all cutscenes. So I'm gonna try my best to just summarize what I was skipping over. So my first job, I have to go to the station outskirts. And here's like it's like the intro battle. If you look in the bottom right-hand corner, there's a gauge that fills up, and each attack costs a certain amount of points. But unfortunately, only one person can fight at a time. So you need to either save up a lot of points or have a really strong person. And in this game, it's similar to Final Fantasy IX, where you have to you learn abilities from equipment. So I just equipped the Pretty Bracelet, and that'll give us a nice life bonus. We'll need it because it gets kind of scary in the first part of the game. And there's a lot of tutorials I'm trying to skip through. Those magic stones don't apply. It's just a side quest. If you collect 400, nothing happens besides congratulations, you finished it. But it's also used for currency later on in the game. So I'm fighting this battle in hopes of gaining a level. And we did. I gotta touch this crystal in order to warp to it later.
Like the wind! Zoom!
So on our first job, we meet Esther, who's one of the 3 musketeers, and she's very high up in the Bombix Mori organization, so she tells us to meet her at the volcano for some hazing initiation, whatever you want to call it. And I'm just gonna safety save, because you never know with this game. I'll be doing a lot of safety saves this run. So these are Dogus, they're all the enemies, and as you saw earlier, they're not all the same enemies. So that scene, we ran into some lady named Chrome who dropped her book, and she ran away like a weirdo. And this battle is like your first boss battle, and it's like the intro to the break attack. So the bottom right-hand corner, there's a break attack gauge, and it's kind of like, I guess, like a limit break if you're looking at like comparisons. So yeah, I'm just kind of smashing buttons here. I'm a heal. Fast forward through those animations. Level up.
Some fierce fight you got there.
Oh yeah. So like in this game, like bosses make sense sometimes, and other times it's like, well, we need a boss here, so like here's a boss for you. Like it doesn't fit into the story really. All right, I need to like slide correctly to get this. Oh, I didn't.
Like the wind.
I think I used up my good luck when I was practicing this earlier. So it's weird. So like if I, slide the right way, I can drop down here. But like as you see right now, it's not letting me. Look, I dropped down. Like what is the difference between, a little farther over there versus like where I was jumping? I don't know. I did not mean to hit this person. Let's see if we can run away. Nice. So to run away, it's like you just can't hit one button. You have to go into the menu a couple times to find the flee command, and then you can flee, and there's a timer. So we're meeting up with Esther and hopefully surviving this hazing. Oof, that was close. But then we're joined by Chrome, which was the lady that like dropped her book earlier. She seems to know Neptune, so maybe she can help her find her memories and see like who she is and why she's here. More tutorials. I mean, it was pretty good for when I was first playing the game when I was completely lost, but now that I'm trying to do a speed run, I'm just like, there's too many tutorials here. So we're gonna head back to the station. So each area of the world is like a parody of a game console. So the station is PlayStation, Lowy City is Nintendo Wii, then you have Plan Neptune, which is supposed to be the Sega Neptune, which was a console that got canceled, and Lean Box, which is Xbox. And the name of this world is called Game Industry, but instead of a Y, it's spelled with an I. Need to run over here real quick and buy some glacius ore.
Welcome.
10 of those, thank you.
Is this what you Thank you for your purchase. Come back anytime.
So here they want you to take on a hunt. And so this is like pretty much like the intro to hunt quests, which you can do as many or as little as you want. This game only requires you do the one sample one, so we're just gonna do that. Oh, volcano. We're back in the volcano. We're looking for some fiery person, monster thing. And I'm dashing instead of running. or walking, however you want to look at it, because it's faster, clearly. And it's easier to jump over monsters. So we find the monster we're supposed to hunt, and there's two other ladies here that are also helping me fight. So I'm gonna use the Glaciosaur that we bought earlier, and I'm gonna alternate between Neptune and Noir. Noir is the one with the black hair, and Blanc is in the back, but we don't need her for this. So we're just throwing these ores, just casting magic. Hooray, we finished! So we find out that Noir and Blanc don't have memories either, so she's gonna take them back to La Station and see, you know, maybe Chrome can help us out. Equip those abilities.
I better save.
So I think my favorite part of this game is when they all have to take a break for snack, which we saw.
Like the wind. Like the wind. Like the wind. Dash. Like a kangaroo. Like the wind. Like the wind. Like the wind. Zoom. Zoom. I better save. Dash. Zoom. Did my literature stat increase? Dash! Boing! Those who run win! Boing! Dash! Like the wind! I don't smell...
Start looking around. That's what these cutscenes are. And let me just double check. Oh, free heal. Nice.
Dash!
Also, we got the incentives for this run. Right now, the rolling incentive for voice language. Obviously, we have English winning right now, barely. But we also have choose the ending. Either we're going to get the true ending or the bad ending. And right now, the true ending is winning by a lot, with 100 over to 0 to bad ending. So, you know, if you want to see a change in the ending, I don't know what would you say would be a good reason for the bad ending?
It's a different picture you get at the end of it, and it's shorter. If you know, you're like, I'm kind of over this run, and I want to move on. I don't know. Personal preference. But hopefully you're enjoying the run here. Oh, I went the wrong way again.
Zoom. Zoom. Like the wind.
So while we were exploring, we lost Noir. She got captured by Bombix Mori. So we're trying to get out of here.
Boing. Zoom. Zoom.
We found Blanc, so we got that going for us, which is nice.
Zoom.
And here, I need to get this treasure real quick.
Come on
The steel necklace, because we're going to sell that later.
like the wind.
And we use the save crystals to warp back and forth. I should have mentioned that earlier. Yeah, we're not gonna help anyone. We're bad superheroes. We're just in it for ourselves for this run. So someone told us that there's an amusement park nearby. So we're gonna check that out. Because there's a castle next to it, and Noir might be in the castle.
Zoom. Yeah. Zoom. Like the wind.
Bombus Mori let us through. They're like, oh, you're the new person. Come on in.
Like the wind.
So here we stumble upon the Three Musketeers. There's
My name
Esther
is
from
Pace
earlier, there's
Bliss.
Pace St. Bliss, there's Artura.
I
And
think they're
they
gonna-
know we're not really with Bombix Mori. And so you can't win this fight, so I'm just gonna fast forward.
Oh, I like that. I'm gonna.
So we decide to run away, because clearly we can't handle it. But there's Noir. She's in the castle. And that's Philin, who is the lead of the Bombix Mori. So she's the one that doesn't want 3D games in the world.
Level up. Getting stronger.
Let's see.
Retreat. Like the wind. Zoom.
Lots of going back and forth
Like
to the same
wind.
places. We're gonna head to the guild to see if we can get some help. More snacks. The best.
We barely made.
Neptune's a big fan of pudding. That's her favorite snack. So Chrome told us we should probably head over to Lean Box and see if we can find the resistance base. So they are resisting against Bombix Mori. They want 3D games.
Dash. Like the
So we're gonna
wind.
take a boat.
Dash.
I brought my flippy floppies.
Like a
I'm on a boat.
kangaroo.
That girl told us that the resistance base is somewhere in this forest.
Boing. Zoom. Zoom.
So now we have a new party member. Her name is Vert, and she says she knows where the resistance base is. But first we're gonna go to Lean Box,
Zoom.
the city. We're gonna do a little shopping here.
Welcome. Come back
Steel
soon,
necklace we
welcome.
picked up earlier. And we're going to buy the Oxen Sphere for Vert.
This good?
Do
Thanks.
some equipping
Come back soon.
and abilities. So we got that spear that gives us a life bonus and yeah, the 2 ability bonuses. I'm just gonna stop in here real quick, just to be safe. I'm gonna get some more healing items because this game can be surprising.
Welcome.
Oh, I can't afford it. Never mind.
Please
We'll
come
do it
back
later.
anytime.
One fun thing about this game is that the inns are free, so you don't have to worry about spending your credits. Credits are the currency in this game, instead of like GP or gil or coins.
You're just standing around town, right? I mean, how do you feel about Japanese? I mean, that's what we got winning right now, right?
Ooh, all right.
We got a $2 donation from Sugi, no message, but towards Japanese. And Tiny Tim gave $5.54. Hey y'all, I've been really enjoying the event so far. Good luck to the runners and cheers! And that also went towards Japanese.
Thank you so much.
So that put it in the lead right now at $12.54 over $6 for English. And we also had a $5 donation from Lich, assumably our restreamer right now, getting in on the Full Metal Runner's Choice. Do you have a runner's choice for this?
You know, why don't we put some money toward Bad Ending, see how that works out.
Sure, let's drop 5 towards bad ending and see what happens.
Thanks so much. So we found the resistance base, and they mistook us for enemies, so they fought us. Vert explained, no, they're against Bombix Mori. They're with us, it's cool. And before that, there's one of those random bosses, like, oh, you need to go somewhere, so here's another boss. Japanese. Oops. So instead of hearing like, Dash, I'm a kangaroo, like, you get the Japanese version. It's like a kangaroo, not I'm a kangaroo. I misspoke. My favorite character between the 4 main characters is Neptune. I like that she's purple, and she loves snacks. I love snacks. And, well, they're all female superheroes, but I like that she's, you know, she's really into the whole superhero thing. So we picked up Chrome on the way to Yanderella Castle. We're gonna go rescue Noir. Trying our best to jump over the enemies. Those 2 get me sometimes.
Wow, apparently we incited either an admin war or other things, because we got 2 $10 donations. One's from Anonymous that says, like the wind, and one from El Magus, which says, don't let a Swoogie win, which means English is now in the lead with $26 and Japanese at $12.54. We need some English,
fantastic.
please.
Switch that up. And we're back. Dash! So we just got a jail key from those Bombix Mori soldiers that we just defeated. And we let Noir out of her cage. So we've rescued Noir, and we need to get out of here before they catch us.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
So we run all the way to Lowy City to get away. And everyone decides, chill out for a bit. Blanc's gonna read a bunch of books. Neptune's gonna go to, like, the flea market area. We're gonna skip over that. A lot of shopping and talking. Okay, it's been deemed safe to venture out again. So, formation. We're gonna do some changes here real quick. And we got a new sword for her when we rescued her. And we're gonna change her attack to Luminisa, which is lightning. Oh, and abilities. So we have to go to Leanbox, but for some reason we have to go through the harbor. They won't let us just warp back to Leanbox. So usually it means like there's a cutscene that they want to show or a boss.
All right.
Chrome ran away somewhere else.
Dash! Like the wind.
I don't know why they don't fix that bridge.
Dash! Zoom! 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 Like the wind.
It's snack time!
The
More pudding!
Okay, well.
Now we're energized, and we got Vert back. But she
Like
was
the
with us the whole
wind.
time. I don't know. Safety save.
It's important to save often.
And we're gonna head back to the harbor and go to a new land. Random boss.
That was a pretty good batch.
Oh, it turns out that girl was just playing with her Pokemon with a B, not a P. We don't want any copyright infringement. So now we're in Sakura Road, which is one of my favorite places because it's so pretty. In this game, everything was hand-drawn, so it looks kind of like a storybook. And we're just gonna fight this battle real quick to avoid a possible soft lock.
Are you even surprised?
This game can do funny things sometimes.
Like a kangaroo. Come on out. Come on out. Zoom.
Are you even surprised?
Our pretty trees.
Dash! Zoom! Dash! Dash!
Here we see that we can go underwater, but we need some underwater breathing devices.
Dash! I better save.
So let us warp back to
It's important to save often.
the harbor. See if we get the boss skip. And we do! Nice!
Who needs to fight bosses?
Yeah, we don't need to do that. So we're gonna go sail the Lowy Harbor because it's faster to just warp from the crystal over there than it is to like go through Sakura Road and get back to where we need to go. So we found the underwater breathing devices.
Dash! Dash!
And we're gonna head under the sea. But first, a boss.
Zoom!
Wait, I thought we didn't fight bosses.
Who's
Oh, can skip that one.
Like the wind.
Too big. Oh. So here,
Like a
everyone
stone wall,
has
huh?
yeah, everyone has their own breathing device, unlike Final Fantasy VI, where for some reason one helmet is good for all 3 characters that need to use it.
Like the
So, you know, this is a little more realistic, because this is totally a realistic game.
I've been under the sea plenty of times. It looks exactly like the last time I remember it.
Yeah,
Even surprised?
it was all pretty like this.
Like the wind.
They took turns in FF6. I guess everyone just held their breath until it was their turn.
Of course we won. My technique is getting better.
Level
Well,
up.
You did inspire one donation. We did get a $5 anonymous. Nep time for conquest. I just love Neptunia and Neptune. So good luck on the run for bad times indeed. Bad times all around. And that was for the bad ending.
Thank you very much.
That puts the true ending at $100 and the bad ending at 10 now.
Like the wind.
It's a tight race,
Like the wind.
but we still have time.
It's tightening up.
Zoom. Dash. Like the wind.
So even though I'm underwater, I still have to like jump and stuff. I'm not swimming.
Zoom. Dash.
Without skipping cutscenes, how many hours does this game have? Well, I did every single side quest casually, and I think it took me about 20 hours to do every single thing in here. And if you're interested in like catching up on the cutscenes, there's a 6-hour video on YouTube of all the cutscenes.
Wind. Dash. Zoom.
Bombix Mori trying to stop us again. So the reason we're going underwater is we heard that there might be some 3D games, so that's why we're under here exploring. Seeing if we can find that treasure trove.
Someone's digging for ET cartridges, huh?
Yes. They're gonna make another documentary about it. Nope.
Zoom.
So we're in this tower. Check it out.
That was a pretty good battle.
Like the wind.
We're gonna try to skip to the second floor. Nice, first try. Instead of fighting each floor to get a key in the elevator.
Dash. Zoom.
Of course we won.
So we got the card key for the elevator.
Boing.
Fall back down on the first floor, and now we can go to the 3rd floor. And then we're gonna do this again to skip up to the 4th floor. Did I get it? Yes. Okay. That was the map I just checked real quick.
Dash. Zoom. Dash.
Sure, do I need to heal? A little bit, okay. Do that real quick. And I'm gonna save it.
It's important to save often.
Just in case.
Like the wind.
Oh, there's Bombix Mori again. They don't want us to get those games that may be down here. Back noir. She can heal herself.
With the power of what? Let us
Success.
go with Plan B.
We broke her machine, haha.
Zoom.
There's a lot of stuff in here. They come across a photo album with
Who are
girls
they?
playing video games. And, oh, they kind of look like them, but not quite.
That should do it.
Well, we'll just think about it later. Back to land. Alright, we got a friend who lives at Sakura Road, so we're gonna visit her real quick.
Like the wind.
Her name is Kampa.
Like the wind. Dash.
Found her house and catch her up to speed. But first, snacks.
Compa. It's ready now.
More snacks. I could use
Yay!
breakfast right now.
Call up DoorDash.
Yes, we have the rolling incentive right now going on for the language bid war for this game, and along with choosing the true ending or the bad ending. But up after this, we have Rhea Skies running Legend of Legaia, and as of right now, we still don't have any naming incentives for the hero Vaughn, and we're still $55 short on Noah being able to see her parents. It's the most adorable thing, so we want to get that goal met if possible. So yeah, we're looking for them donations to help out Nami right now.
So Chrome told us that we are actually goddesses, and that battle we saw at the very beginning of the game, we were gonna lose it, so Chrome turned us all into humans, and now we need to take the goddess challenge, fight our goddess forms to get our powers back. And Philin did find us, but then she ate too many snacks, and Chrome kicked her out, so yay snacks!
I ate all my cookies yesterday. I need more snacks.
So now Noir is gonna fight her
Are you
goddess
gonna
form,
try?
so her name, she got a console, the console has powers, and her name is Blackheart. Cutscene, they're just whining. So everyone has to take the challenge in their own home area.
I better save.
So Blanc will take her challenge here in Lowy.
We've arrived.
So yeah, we just got a $100 donation from Grimora. And it's like, OMG, it's lisarox, the bestest Lisa ever. Good luck on the run. Oh, yeah, by the way, that went towards the bad ending. So the bad ending is now winning 110 to the true ending at $100. Thank you, Grimora, for that.
Oh my god, Grimora, thank you so much. Thank you for the donation. So we're gonna give Blanc the boot right here, and we're gonna substitute her with Chrome. It's an exciting time. Which ending will it be?
I better save.
Oops, double save. Just want to make sure, you know.
It's important to save often.
I'm going to buy some healing items just to be safe.
Welcome.
Is this what you'd like?
Because this middle part, it's hit or miss. Oh, I have to go from the harbor. So I was too excited from the donation. No reason to go to the harbor. I mean, why would I warp? Oh! Boss battle. So Artura is one of the Three Musketeers, as I said earlier. She's trying to thwart our efforts. Gonna fight with Chrome. And freak attack with Vert, since it targets multiple enemies. Nice.
You would not defeat us in a
Like the wind.
we're just gonna go back to the Lowy Crystal to warp into the city.
Yeah, zoom. Oh yeah, zoom.
I know I'm doing a lot of safety saves, but
Save.
I've had a lot of bad luck here in the past, so I don't want to ruin everything. Oh, I forgot to heal. I ruined everything.
I.
Hit him where it hurt.
Yeah, I was stopped. There wasn't much I could do there. But now I'm gonna heal. Potions heal at 50% of your HP, and berries 20%.
I better save.
So Bombix Mori is trying to thwart our plans to have
Here I go.
Vert take her goddess challenge in the station. A lot of mid-battle healing.
Of
Nice.
course we won.
We did it. So we were able to sneak Vert out to fight her goddess form.
She would not defeat
She got
us
her
in a
console
million
power
years.
back. And her name is Greenheart.
Everyone.
I've got
Bombed.
Of course we won.
And now we have completed the goddess challenge. All 4 goddesses got their powers back. Hooray!
Dash. Like the wind.
Everyone.
It's important to save often.
We're gonna head to FC Land. That's where the engineers, or we have to save some engineers from the castle. And these engineers can make 3D games.
I was enjoying my 2D games.
We're the resistance! Why can't we just coexist?
I'm too old to coexist. Give me my 2D games.
Please.
I'm old.
I'm also old. So I kinda like 2D too, but doesn't mean that 3D shouldn't exist.
Yes, we all have to coexist. I know. But think of all those poor ET carts sitting somewhere at the bottom of a landfill, just needing love.
So sad.
I wasn't done yet. No.
So there are tons of enemies in FC Land right now, so we're gonna split up. So Greenheart and Whiteheart will
Everyone
take care of
should
the
have reached-
enemies while the rest of the team tries to find the engineers.
Are there no stronger?
Yeah, you pretty much just mash buttons and you win. I mean, each position has a certain attack that you can set to it, because you can rotate, you know, in a circle. But yeah, pretty much the strategy is mash
This
buttons
victory was
and
inevitable.
fast forward. The battles are really, really slow in real time. Just an FYI.
Dash!
No one's fighting for 1D and 4D. I think we need more help.
Dash! Jump! Dash! Like the wind! Zoo! Like a kangaroo!
Are you even surprised?
Dash!
Heading to the end of the basement. And this Bombix Mori soldier, like, he's had it, he's fed up. He's like, I'll just take you to the engineers, you can have them.
Like the wind! Zoo! Like the wind! Dash! Like the wind!
Yeah, they always kept me, those two. Let's see if we can run. Oh, okay, nice.
That was a pretty
One
good
shot.
Dash! Like the wind!
So yeah, they're just locking up everyone. Monsters, engineers, goddesses. Bombix Mori just wants everyone locked up.
Not
No
the
outcome.
Fungineers.
Yep, the Fungineers. Okay, so we just skipped the whole cutscene. We were gonna lose, and Chrome sucked us into the book that's been following us around. She calls her Histoire, I say history, and Neptune says histy. So we're inside the book, and if you fall like I did, you get pushed back to the beginning.
Such good Tetris blocks.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you leveled up. Oh,
Is it an RPG? Is a platformer? Is it both? It's both.
Let's fall back.
Even though I ran away, he still hit me. Classic game. So we're jumping through here, trying to find the way out.
Like the wind! Like a kangaroo!
It's a lot easier to dodge the enemies now because I can double jump.
well, just a reminder, everyone, that we do have the rolling incentive right now for English versus Japanese voice acting. We also have the ending bid war right now, with the bad ending leading $10 over the good ending to this game. About how long do we have until the till that cuts off?
We got a little while longer. Maybe.
Got till the end, huh?
Yeah. Closer to the end, you can decide.
And we also still need a name for Vaughn for the next run after this. For Legend of Legaia. I believe that one gets cut off right at the beginning of the game, so we're gonna, if you want to get a chance to get any name in there, get a donation in. I mean, Vaughn is the main hero, so it makes sense that, you know, the game starts and you name him.
I won't forgive you. It's my turn.
My goodness. Hope you were successful.
Maybe you'll.
Safety save, 'cause that's what we do.
Like the wind!
So during this cutscene, we find out that Chrome used to be a goddess, a first generation goddess. And Philin, who's the head of Bombix Mori, used to be like best buddies with her. So She transforms in the cutscene, but she can't actually transform into goddess form now, but she can transform into a stronger version of herself. That's why she's glowing.
I'm clearly the more.
Did we?
I need you, Blackheart. Come back.
Get blown away!
My items working. Do this game.
Go! Yeah!
Transform Black into Blackheart.
End you! Transformation!
I wasn't done yet.
That was a nail biter battle.
Did I literally
Let's get out of here.
dash?
Yes, like Google Chrome, but
Like the wind.
a goddess. She reminds me of Setzer from Final Fantasy VI. And then the Bombix Mori soldiers remind me of Akechi from Persona 5.
Dash. Like the kangaroo.
Chrome also uses cards as her weapon, so I'm like, yeah, that's like Setzer.
Dash. Like the wind.
Now we can warp to the new resistance base. Oh yeah, in one of the cutscenes somewhere, Bombix Mori found our base and took it over, but then we have a new resistance base. So we brought the engineers back, and they're gonna start working on some projects.
All right.
Save it.
It's important to save often.
Go to the harbor. I healed up. Yes, I am. Head into a new area.
Dash.
More button smashing.
You would not defeat us in a million.
There's another girl that had her Pokemon with a B.
Like a kangaroo. Like the wind.
So we're looking for Bombix Mori headquarters. It's located on this island.
Like a kangaroo. Like the wind. Zoom. Zoom. Zoom.
There's this monster just sitting out here.
Over
He's
already.
no match for us. So we're exploring now. See if we can find Philin anywhere and make her stop her tyranny. Let us have our 2D games.
Well, we did get a couple of brief donations here to help out with naming Vaughn. We got a $1 anonymous that wanted to name Vaughn Nep Nep.
Nice.
A strategic.
But then we got a $10 donation from Sacratory that wants to name Nep Nep Tuca, Tuca. So thank you very much for the donation.
Jump. Like the wind. Zoom. Like the wind. Zoom.
There we go. We found Philin. She's got all these boxes around. So she's weak to Chrome. I guess that could be an emotional thing.
This victory
So
was.
she threw all these boxes in her way, so we couldn't, like, hit her. So we went back. We went back in time before we went in the entrance, and I went down this pipe.
Level up. What a wonderful sound.
Totally not Super Mario Brothers here. Totally not. Well, we got out of that pipe safely.
So,
We're gonna head back to FC Land and see how the engineers are doing. They went over there to work on their projects. Doing good. Doing well. Okay, well, let's go back to Poly Island so we can storm the headquarters again with a better plan.
Like the wind, like a kangaroo, like a kangaroo. Dash, dash, like a kangaroo. Like the wind. Dash,
Safety save real quick.
dash. It's important to save often.
And we don't need to heal.
Dash.
So it's making the game is making us take a boat instead of letting us just warp through this save crystal. Because we have to fight Octopus Royalty.
aiming
Not
for-
Ultras. Not.
That was a pretty good battle.
So before we go to Poly Island, there's one more stop we have to make. We got in a little disagreement with Kampa and IF in one of our cutscenes that we had to skip. So we're gonna go over there real quick. Friendship first. And then snacks. We ate the octopus. Delicious. Okay, now we're ready to head to Poly Island. There's a few minutes left for good ending, bad ending. Oh, wait.
It's important to save often.
To go here first, then we can go to Poly Island. We had to trigger a cutscene there, and to be able to trigger the next cutscene inside Bombix Mori headquarters. And we're warping back to Lowy just because the crystal's like right there, and then we'll warp to headquarters. Or accidentally hit one of the enemies, sure.
Let's fall back.
Okay, now would be a good time to cut off or close the ending bid war.
Oh, close the ending bid war, I see.
Yeah.
Like the wind. Like the wind. Like the wind. Zoom. Dash. Dash.
Let's fall back.
Well, it looks like we're going to be showing some bad ending here.
Ooh. Exciting. So we found Philyn's room, and she has like a 3D console right there. It used to belong to Chrome, and she took it with her. So why does the leader of Bombix Mori, who only wants 2D games, have a 3D console? Very strange.
Because we always give in eventually. They don't make they only make so many 2D games for us.
This is true.
Dash! Even though Kay told
Okay. Here we go. So for bad ending, we have to lose this fight. We're just fast forwarding. I know this is very exciting stuff. Oh, time. Sorry. I don't run this category very often.
Didn't I tell you? No matter. With this, the world will stay 2D. I'll play together with Chrome forever and okay, Chromie?
Philyn, snap out of it. You're wrong.
Why are you still saying that? Why don't you want to play with me?
That's not what I mean by that. Philyn! Chrome, get out. If you can.
Oh, shut up.
Ah! Blackheart!
Chromie and I are talking. No one's allowed to get in the way. Right, Chromie?
Stop. Please, stop.
Why are you making a sad face? Well, let's play a little game. Damn you! He'll never get away with this! Why are you even talking? So noisy. Rude!
How could you? Monster! Chrome, hurry and escape while... Ah! My friends. No. Philyn, you animal!
Oh, you're still gonna try and fight me, huh? Even though you know you can't win? You don't know when to give up, do you?
Purple Heart, stand down!
Quiet, Chrome. We can't afford to lose. Not now.
Save it! You're boring me.
Ugh. Purple Heart!
Can't afford to lose. There is nothing for you to win here. You're...
Philyn!
What is it, Chromie?
Fine. I'll play. I'll play 2D games with you as much as you want.
Wowee, really?
Yes, I promise. Let's play together forever. So,
Yippee! Yay, Chromie! You finally understand what all of this has been about! I'm so happy! But... too bad.
Blackheart! Philyn, stop!
Chromie, you really don't want to play with me, I can tell. It's them, isn't it? You're only playing so you can save them. Then...
No! Philyn, I really want to.
if I make them disappear, then you won't have any more distraction. Right, Chromie?
Ah! Ah!
Ah!
Stop! Purple Heart, White Heart, Green Heart!
They're gone now. Now, Chromie, what do you want to play?
Histoire!
Yes. Chromie, what are you...
I won't. You won't have your way.
Chromie?
Time. Turn back time once more. Where am I? When is this? How far back have I gone?
There she is! It's Chrome!
Get her!
Damn, Bombix Mori. They're not following. Did I lose them?
me. They dropped something. A book? Hey, lady! You dropped your book!
You? Why are you...
Huh? Do I know you?
It's the first time. This is when we met. Histoire isn't glowing. That means I can't rewind time anymore.
Lady?
I won't. No, not this time. You just looked familiar, that's all. I was mistaken. This book is mine. May I have it back?
Of course. Here you go.
Thank you.
What's wrong?
Oh, it's nothing. Goodbye.
Oh, okay. Bye. What a strange lady.
This is fine. I'll defeat Bombix, Mori, and Philin this time without getting anyone involved. I'm going to do this alone.
That's it, the bad ending. The goddesses were defeated. Kroll went back in time, and instead of having Neptune get her memories back and everyone else's memories back and all their goddess powers, she's like, nah, I'll do it myself, even though she couldn't like do it before with their help. So that's the bad ending, and we don't get to see dance party credits, and it takes us back to the title screen. So that's it. Super Neptunia RPG, bad ending. Any percent, no DLC. That's a mouthful.
Nep.
Nope.
But yeah, so you got anything last thing you want to say, or before we head out here?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate, that we were able to have a marathon, and it's a really good cause. And please donate some more. Thank you.
Oh, well, thank you very much, lisarox, for that run of Super Neptunia RPG. Any percent, no DLC, bad ending. Coming up next will be Ria Skies running Legend of Legaia New Game Plus. We're gonna need a little bit of time here before we finish being able to set up the next run, as we kind of got a little ahead here. But just to remind everyone of some incentives coming up on the next in the next game. If you want to name Vaughn, that cuts off way at the beginning of the run right now. Tuca is in the lead with $10. Other than that, we got Nep with 1. We still got naming Gala and Noah, but those take place a little bit later in the game. And then we still have a donation goal to hit for Legend of Legaia, and that's for Noah to see her parents. So if you'd like Noah to see her parents, then let's get that $55 that we need in order to catch that up.